Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Spinner Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about the new album from
Emo Legacy Act from Fuel by Ramen, or new solo act who just goes by a common first name in all caps.
So, a lot of people have given this band crap in the past. Personally, I kinda did it at first, but once I started actually giving them a chance, I kinda became a late fan. Sure, they have their more dated or eye-rolling moments, but when they broke away from the sound that got them big in the first place, they made some truly underrated gems. Anyway, this act released the lead single from this album or EP about a year ago for some reason. Sure, it was a little cheesy, but it was a lot of fun too, and it had a couple cool little quirks going for it. Then they released another single, and another single, and this trend continued until by release day we'd heard over half the album. And I'm sad to say that while there are some redeeming moments on here, the album as a whole is just okay. Definitely a step down from what they've done before, and definitely not worth the relentless marketing on social media about this thing. I'd say there's maybe 6 really good songs here, most of which are these scattershot bits of one-off experimentation that really should have been expanded on, just to make the album more cohesive and unique to that cool mix of sounds that they teased at for 1 or 2 songs and then just kind of abandoned. Yeah, this album has a real lack of focus. It feels like it's trying to appeal to the pop charts, hardcore music nerds, and a little bit of the old fans all at the same time, and not really doing any all that well. Plus, the production is a real migraine machine. Again, it's this rampant poppy overproduction that's trying really hard to cross over with these sloppily overstuffed mixes where the instrumentation all blurs together without any hint of texture or organic feel, despite these like string and horn section sounds they try to squeeze in there. It tries to sound all bombastic and powerful, but it's just more annoyingly loud and compressed and just plain unpleasant to listen to at times. And on that note, you can forget about any kind of subtlety. Look, I'm not saying that everyone needs to make these deeply complex, heart-wrenchingly introspective concept albums, but they're just blatantly trying way too hard to connect with the obnoxious teen crowd. There's a lot of very vague rebellion going on in some of the worst songs here, most of which feature some of the most randomly out-of-place samples of old hits that you're gonna hear all year. And there were a lot of times in the back half where it felt like they just ran out of song topics altogether, so they just put random subjects in a hat and made a forced breakup metaphor out of whatever they pulled. And that's not even getting into the ego being put across this album, where half the time it's just over the top enough that I can kinda go along with it, and half the time it's just plain insufferable and unlikable, and I feel like I wouldn't like the narrator very much if I met her in person. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that everything here is bad. Again, you can cherry pick some spots where it seems like they're temporarily going into these interesting, uncharted territories, but it gets bogged down quite heavily with the feeling that my generation is being pandered to hard. Sometimes by people almost twice my age, which is a little uncomfortable and kind of sad. But hey, whatever will get those sweet, sweet fangirls to go all stop, OMG, GG, literally I can't, slay me, cute frontman, yes, hashtag fan.
6.5.
So what do you guys think about this DCD2 album? Do you agree with what I had to say? Do you disagree? Have any feedback about the channel in general? Let me know in the comments down below. Please share this around with anyone who might be interested. Like my Facebook and Twitter pages in the description, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Spinner Reviews.